Would you believe me if I said that drum tone is like 50% of the room mic tone? I'm serious. When I first started mixing, I thought that was complete garbage. I used to take room mics and just delete them out of my session because who wants that crap? It makes the drums sound pushed back, right? Well, I was totally wrong. I didn't know how to mix room mics for forever because I didn't understand how to properly EQ them to make them not harsh and not boxy. This video is part 4 of my 6-part series on how to deharsh rock and metal songs. So if you are interested in learning how to deharsh guitars, distorted bass guitar, you should check out the earlier videos because that's where I did all that stuff. But this video is super important, so you should definitely pay attention. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. My name is Bobby Balo, and I'm the mixing and mastering engineer at Raytown Productions, and I help home studio owners and bedroom producers make better sounding music without needing to buy expensive gear or unnecessary plugins. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have a special gift just for you. It's a downloadable guide of my favorite free mixing and mastering plugins. These are plugins that I use on mixes and masters almost every single day. Yeah, they sound that good and they're free. And I have them all in a PDF that you can download with links to go get them instantly. It's pretty legit. I think you're going to find them super valuable. So if you want that PDF, I have a link in the description. So go and grab that and then continue on to this video because it's going to blow your mind. Welcome back. Here is the session that I have. So just to give you a quick reminder of what the song sounds like, I'm going to play it for you right here. All right, so you can hear there's a lot going on. It's really dense. And today's video, we're going to talk about how to EQ these room mics on our drum bus so that they're not harsh and they're going to help make the song sound bigger than life. All right, so here's what our rooms sound like. You can probably hear there is so much muddy frequencies and it's so hard to figure out how to even approach how to EQ this. So to find harshness in this situation, we have to fix the mud first because it's so hard for us to figure out which frequencies are actually harsh because they're being overwhelmed by all of this muddy, like low, flubby information that we have in these rooms. So let's quickly just clean up this low end on these rooms, and then we'll be able to figure out what we need to target. So let's do that. So first thing I like to do is let's just clean out any of the sub stuff that we have in the rooms. We really don't like having that in there anyways because this is like a big pumpy track that we're just adding space and movement to the drums. Okay, so we don't want it to exaggerate the low end. We don't necessarily want it to exaggerate the transient. We just want it to make the drums feel bigger than they are. Okay, and so anytime you want to make something feel bigger, we got to clean up the mid, the low mids, and then clear out any of this rumbly bass crap. Okay, so we have that. That's gone. Let's clean up the muddy part now. Like it feels like you're under a blanket with a drummer playing. So these are the frequencies we want to get rid of. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a giant chunk out. There we go. So we don't want to take too much of this away because these mids are also what gives it a sense of space, okay? So we're going to keep some of it in, but notice we can now hear all of the harshness in the room mics, right? Let's listen. Before that, okay, it's really obvious that there's some problems here. There's some really harsh frequencies. And if we look at the spectrum, you can see right away. We have this giant hump, just like the overheads. So if you haven't watched the video from yesterday, go and check that out. I talk about how to EQ your overheads to make sure that you don't have any harsh stuff in them. You'll find it very helpful, I think. We need to do something to clean this up. Again, rooms are not, they shouldn't be sparkly and hi-fi. They're there for space. So let's just take a high shelf and let's just pull out a lot of the sparkly information from the mix. Like that, okay? minus 18 dB. Like this is not, I'm not going easy on this, right? So this is like at 8K as well. And it's, so you can see it's just this gentle slope. You want it to sound like you're listening to a drummer in a different room in a studio, right? Listen to what it sounds like now after I did that. Doesn't it kind of sound like the drums are in a different room? Without that shelf, it's so harsh. With it, it's awesome now, okay? This is the goal with the rooms. Make it sound like it's in a room, okay? Like another room. And then when you fade this up, that's when you're gonna get this beautiful width out of the track. So let's do that. I'm just gonna pull this all the way down. We're gonna ride this volume up and just listen for the size to grow. And if we EQ'd this properly, it's not going to sound harsh. It's not going to sound ringy. It's just going to sound big. So let's give it a shot.
But the reason is it's slipping off face is for greatness. It's working like a dog to see myself in my breath with the sunrise.
There you have it. So let me show you. I'm just going to pull the drums in. I bet you didn't notice anything getting harsh. It just sounded more and more roomy, right? So let's do the same thing with just listening to the drums now. And like right here's a nice spot. Without the rooms. See how wimpy it is? Now we can do a little bit more. There, I can hear there's like a low mid ringing on the crash. Right here. Right there at 600 hertz roughly. Let's just do a little cut there, and that's all you're gonna need. It's gonna fit so nicely in this mix. There it is. Okay, listen to what it was before. Garbage. After EQ. Not harsh, super smooth, massive drums. All right, in the video tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about how to fix harsh vocals. So you don't want to miss that. So you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that button because then you'll get notified when it goes live and you can check it out and you can make mixes that aren't harsh and make you want to rip your ears off after one song. A question for you. Were you like me where when you got drum stems and you had to mix them, you just took the room mics and threw them away? Or do you do something else like with a multi-band compressor or some cool sidechain trick? Let me know in the comments below. If we get a good conversation going, everybody's going to learn from it, so it's a win-win. I want to remind you to grab that free PDF download of my favorite free mixing and mastering plugins. So if you thought this video was helpful, be sure to hit that thumbs up because that tells YouTube that it's actually a useful video. It's going to show it to more people. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in another video.